sheet, and I still got one.
All right, guys, I think we might be live now, so you lot all be quiet.
I think we are live now. Hi, I'm Johnny Pepper.
Hi, I'm Berry Cherry, and we are here to bring you one of the final games of today. Bridgetown Menace all the way from Portland versus Denver Ground Control all the way from, quite obviously, Denver. Johnny Pepper, do you want to read us the teams from Denver?
I sure do. Denver's going to come today with 1-8 Ferguson, 207 Judgment Day, number 36 Alenzo, number 4 Baby Stelly, number 40 Broderick, number 43 Chris with a K, number 7 Dittmer, number 72 Raging Cajun, number 77 Chet I Knight, number 89 Rivera, number 98 Sparrow. They are coached by Akers and Blackman, and they will be wearing white.
Fantastic. So your team for in purple today, Bridgetown Roller Derby, Bridgetown Menace. We have, sorry, somebody looked at me in a weird way. I didn't know what was going on. Number 80 Miller, 101 Freestyle, 103 Loose Wheel, number 11 Sassage, 12 is Tommy Gun, 138 Burnout, 142 Jamaican Psycho, sorry, I'm just making up names now. 2468 D-Bots, 31 Ramrod, number 5 Eldorado, number 7 Ostentatious, 56 M. Denson, 565 Hamtrak, 69 Don Juan the Devastator, sweet. 99 is Defensive Destroyer, and they are being voted, I hope not, they are being benched by Frisky and Envy. That is Bridgetown Roller Derby for you in the purple.
We're going to get to the action in about 12 minutes.
Minutes? Seconds. That's a lot of waffle we'd have to do for 12 minutes.
True that. We're in the Star for Denver. That's going to be 98 Sparrow and Jammin' for the Bridgetown Menace. That looks like sausage.
It does indeed, but it looks like we still are having an official captains / thingy meeting going on in front of us, because we have the bench coaches and captains right in front of the penalty box. So I believe we might just be delaying the start of this game a little bit, but that gives me the perfect opportunity to tell you who is officiating this game this afternoon. So, excuse me, your officials will be Rex Blocker, Benoit, Stabby McNeedles, Rex Blocker, Neutron Scar, Slash Dancer, Supergirl, Iron Dot, Scotchy Scott, makes me laugh doing his name, Goran Browncoat, Rick and Blocker, Arlen Your Grill, Killer Bite, Marty McFly, YOLO Ref, Vanilla Vice, Will Tweeton, and Rollin' Rat will be your officiating team this afternoon for Bridgetown Menace versus Denver Ground Control.
Thank you so much for tuning in to WFTDA.TV. We are here at the beautiful Lane Event Center in Eugene, Oregon.
I feel like we've done about 6 build-ups for this game to start now. Come on, refs. Come on, guys. Let's get this game started. So this is one of the final games we have here at the Big O. This tournament has gone past in like an absolute blink of the eye. I feel like it was only 5 minutes ago I was sat in, I don't know, name an airport, and I was sat in it desperately trying to get here, drinking margaritas, and now we're here, and now it's nearly over, and it's very sad. I hope you guys at home have had a fantastic time watching, taking part on social media, hashtagging it, Big O 2018, letting us know what's going down in Chinatown.
Don't forget to send us pictures of your pets with the hashtag #TheBigOPet. Like if you got a speckled trout in a saltwater tank at the house, I want to see a Big O trout.
That's a very specific request.
I'm hoping somebody out there has one.
I feel like you know someone that would have one.
I know somebody that would have one, but I don't know nobody with one. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Okay, so if you...
We usually go try to catch them.
If you've got an old trout at home, why not take a picture and send it in?
Looks like we're going to get to the action on the track momentarily. Like I told you before, Sparrow's going to be donning the star for Denver.
Sausage donning the star for the other team. That's Bridgetown. You know, just getting their name wrong, even though it's written in massive letters in front of me. Oh, it's been a long day, but it's been an absolutely fantastic day. 5 seconds is called. Thank the Lord. And we are underway. Sausage, Sparrow, but who will be the first S-man through the pack and given the coveted lead jammer status? It is Sparrow. He was first at the pack, but I couldn't see the jam ref's hand up in the air. So it is Denver first First lead jam goes to them. Loose wheel for Bridgetown, sitting down in the penalty box. So first penalty trouble to Bridgetown. I don't know why I'm struggling to say their name so much. Not difficult.
It's not.
It's like a town of bridges. We have a thing at Central City Roller Derby. There's a few of us that are a bit bridge obsessed for some reason. It's probably an English thing. So hi to Karen, Laurie, and Jen, you bridge lovers.
I like bridges.
Who doesn't like a nice bridge?
Everybody loves a nice bridge.
What's your favourite bridge?
The London Bridge.
Where's that?
Because it fell down when I was a kid.
What?
London Bridge is falling down.
You were like, I was like, oh, maybe
I was getting serious and she didn't buy it.
Sorry.
Back to the action on the track. We got Stelly wearing the star for Denver.
And we have got number 7. Is it number 7? I can't see from here. I'm just going to make it up.
Go ahead.
It is number 7. It's ostentatious for Bridgetown, but my numbers are in the wrong order. So I blame my paperwork all the time. It genuinely is the paperwork, not me.
It's always the paperwork.
What is it they say about a bad workman?
Meanwhile, Stelly's putting down another 5 points as he comes back on a scoring pass.
Yeah, Denver absolutely ripping this jam apart. 9 points to 0 at the moment. We now see a star pass, I believe it is. So Dylan Botts is your active jammer for Denver, but Raging Cajun, that is also the other Stelly, sees what's going on, calls it off, and then escorts Dylan Botts back to his bench. Very gentlemanly of him, I thought. 5
points on that jam. Denver out to the early lead by 9 points. 28 minutes left in this first half.
Your accent is so American. I love it.
That's because I'm from Texas.
I can tell.
I like to say, y'all, Ferguson's going to wear the star for Denver.
And we got Freakstyle wearing the star for Bridgetown.
He's donning that star, ain't he?
He's donning that star. Is he from the Lone Star?
Well, you know.
No.
A lot of people from Texas go visit Denver quite frequently.
Okay, cool. Lovely. So I will stop doing the worst accents you've ever heard and just stick to my horrendously own normal accent. So now, Freakstyle for Bridgetown. Lead jammer for the first time for them today. First points on the board. 5 plays 14. 27 to go.
Ferguson out of the pack and now eligible to score, but he's going to get knocked to the inside as that jam expires.
Nice empty penalty box. That's what we like to see, gents. Keep it clean.
I want to give a shout out to the Big O, brought to you by the acclaimed Rydell Solaris. The performance you demand and the comfort you've been missing. For more information, go to rydell.com.
I shall. Now, up on the jam line for Bridgetown, we have Don Juan, the Devastator, number 69, best number in roller derby. As we all know, what is he going to do with it?
Jammer record for Denver is Sparrow. And he jumps to the outside, and before they get to turn 1, he is declared lead.
4-run penalty given to Stelly there as he tried to do some defense at the front of the pack. Don Juan now absolutely tearing up the track, going as fast as those legs will take him. As we see Sparrow coming up, ready to score. But is he going to call it off in time, or are we going to see a point given to Bridgetown? We do not. 2 points go to Denver, nothing for Bridgetown. Whew, that jam was action-packed and fast.
It surely was. 16-7, 25 minutes left in this first half. Steely's going to wear the star for Denver. That's Sausage going to wear the star for Bridgetown.
Going to wear the star? I love it. So I spoke to some of the guys and girls from Bridgetown earlier, and they asked me to give a shout out to Punk Rocker and Chris Austin from Bridgetown, and to the rest of their team and league mates who couldn't make it out here today, but they wanted to send you guys loads of love and let you know that they are thinking of them, and they are thinking that they wish you were here with them, but you're with them in spirit.
And we thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, you better be listening, Punch Rocker, sorry, hearing your shout out, as we see Sausage at the back of the pack coming up against a formidable wall of Denver skaters, but it is Raging Cajun who is out, but not lead. Lead, I believe, is still with Sarge. And Stelly for Denver, ground control back in the penalty box now for the second time in this game. With only 6 minutes played, he's going to want to tighten that up.
5 minutes on that jam for the Menace of Bridgetown. They're chipping at that weed, 16-12, 24 minutes and a half left in the first half.
I think we're in for a very close game this afternoon, boys and girls. So I hope you've had an energy drink, maybe some popcorn, got yourself ready, because this game is going to be a killer.
Jamming for Denver, that is Ferguson.
Massive offensive work there from Dylan Butts, trying to get Ostentatious through the pack. No lead called just yet, as we see both jammers having a little bit of trouble. Penalty trouble now being called on. Stop talking and sit down so I can see what number you are. 56, that's M. Johnson. Less chit-chat, more telling me what's going on so I know. Ostentatious now in the penalty box. You're a jammer for Bridgetown. That means Ferguson, only active jammer on the track for Denver. But we are having a penalty palooza here, boys and girls.
They must be giving candy away in that box.
Oh, pass us some, man. I'm so hungry. Oh, more penalty trouble. There definitely is some kind of like pick-a-mix going down in the penalty box in front of us. But that means that Ferguson, only jammer on the track, can take full advantage of the depleted pack from Bridgetown. But he's past the start now. It is Schneider, your active jammer for Bridgetown, as now Lenzo's coming into the penalty. My apologies, Broderick is in the penalty box. Damn, it's probably easier to say who isn't in the penalty box right now. Come on, lads, let's clean this up. Get your mop and bucket out and clean it up.
I sometimes wish that the penalty box was a seesaw, so they could, like, go up and down.
Yeah, because what roller derby needs is it for it to be more dangerous.
That's what we need.
Well, maybe we should, like, set the inside on fire or something. Or, like, play, like the floor is lava. There are many more things we could be doing here, but alas, we're just playing standard old roller derby. No fire, no candy, no seesaws.
I'm not convinced that they don't have candy in that box.
I know, right? So we now see, with a couple of seconds left of this jam, Bridgetown now in the lead. Ostentatious racking up a couple of more points for them. And Denver Ground Control, 19 points. Obviously, it changes as soon as I'm saying it. So still a very tight game in it. There's absolutely nothing splitting these two teams right now. One blocker apiece in the penalty box. Both jammers up on the track. I believe that is Freakstyle and Sparrow. Refs having a little bit of a chit-chat. Right, he's coming in the middle to talk to the officials. Get back to the outside, mate. Official timeout call because the refs aren't in their position, which they are very rightly allowed to do because they are in control of this game. Don't let the jammers tell you that they are. It's the refs.
I believe it. And this timeout's brought to you by the WFTDA. Tickets for the WF 2000 skate team.
WF what?
WFTDA 20 skate team international WFTDA playoffs go on sale in June. 20,000 skate team. Get all the information at WFTDA.com.
I think you're making up words.
I am.
20 skating.
20 skate team. I've been waiting since 20 skate to say 20 skate team.
That's a long time to skate and wait, but not skating and waiting is Freakstyle, freaking his way through the pack. He's lead jammer for Bridgetown Menace.
Meanwhile, Sparrow's trying to fight his way through that pack. He's got one to beat, and he does.
Yeah, Bridgetown in control of this jam now as we see 26 playing 19. Touch of penalty trouble in the box in front of us. We've got number 36. That is Lenzo in the penalty box. Don't be confused that it's Gold Eagles. Just got the same makeup on because he was ghost. What's it called? Not ghost reffing. What's the other word I'm after? Ghost benching. Ghost. Yeah, that mirror benching. Oh, I knew it was something stupid.
I knew if I left you long enough, you would figure it out.
I just look stupid is what you
mean. No, you used your method. You figured it out. That's what you got to do.
Ghost benching doesn't exist, but it does now. Oh, free.
Don Juan the Devastator.
You just wanted to say his name.
Yeah, well, he's a big guy. Look at that top.
Oh, it looks like we might have some injury trouble here for Raging Cajun. Learned since I've been here, thanks to Tucson Roller Derby. But for Bridgetown, nothing for Denver.
I believe Bridgetown's going to try to use that strategy for the rest of the game. Just get their points and quit it.
So now we see Bridgetown 26 taking on Denver's 19. 10 minutes of this game already played, really low score. Now that is, of course, we know, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that does not mean that the Jammers are not working hard. What does it mean?
Defense.
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 Ferguson's wearing the star for Denver.
And it's my mate, number 69, Don Juan, up for Bridgetown. It's not really my mate. I've just adopted him because we've got the same derby number. Look at him go, absolutely powerhousing his way through there. Big smile to the bench coach. Everyone's saying, carry on, Don Juan. Juan of the track, you. Oh, and he's back round for more, showing that he really is the boss. Trying to take on number 89, Alchemist Prime. Alchemist Prime denied. Points go to you, mate. I don't know why I keep saying mate like I'm Australian. Schneider now with the star pass for Denver and more penalty trouble as we see number 89, Alchemist Prime, come into the penalty box. Let's have a quick check at the penalties then. So Denver, we see number 4, that is Baby Stelly with 3 penalties. That's the highest that we've got for Denver. Highest for Bridgetown is just a couple of skaters with 2. So not too much of a worry. Now I think we've cleaned up a little bit of the penalty trouble that we saw at the start. I think everyone was just a little bit too excited. And why wouldn't they be here? Because they're here at the Big O in fantastic, beautiful Eugene, Oregon.
Absolutely. That looks like number 4.
Stelly, Baby Stelly.
Baby Stelly.
I love the way you say it, Baby Stelly.
Baby Stelly.
He's my baby.
He is lead, but he's working on that scoring pass now, but he's got a wall of purple in front of him. He gets knocked to the inside and calls it off.
Yeah, a couple of points there for Denver. Not quite the hit and quit that they'd have wanted to. They would have wanted to grab the full 4 points, but you know what? That was a tough wall of Bridgetown to get past, so grab those 2 points with pride. Stelly. I get really aggressive when I'm excited about Jammers. I'm like, yes!
I think that's frozen over there.
Oh, what?
I think so.
Oh, man.
Because I think I've said that same score about 3 times now, and it's still 20 minutes and a half left in this first half. And no, it's 17:30 left in this first half.
Hang on, I've got a mirror.
39-21 in favor of the Menace.
Right, so let's have a look, because I've been looking in a mirror, which makes me look vain, but it's honestly so I can see the scoreboard behind me, and obviously check my eyeliner. 89 Sparrow for Denver, but it is number 101. Where are you on my list, honey? Freakstyle. Freaking gorgeous jamming. I just called you honey as well, like I know you. I really like your accent is osmosising into me. Big hit there from number 142. That is Jamaican Psycho hitting Sparrow to the ground, but Sparrow has popped back up again. Star cover is off.
Sparrow's gotten hit enough. He's going to stash that star, but he's looking for his pivot.
Yeah, I think that's Ferguson with the pivot on. Look, I mean, he's not even hiding the fact that they want to do a star pass. Those arms are reached out, ready to go.
But those Bridgetown blockers know that as well, and they're going to try to keep them away.
And keep away they do, as Sparrow, star in hand, is now in the penalty box in front of us, which means freak style. You can freak all you like over this jam because it's all you, baby. I think I'm getting my party on ready because I'm all like loose and groovy now.
We're going to have an after party here in a little bit.
I'm not going to have one in about 10 minutes, mate. I see that bottle of tequila in your rucksack. Let's crack it out.
Yeah, we're going to have margaritas without the margarita mix. We're going to just drink tequila.
Sounds good to me. Right, Sparrow out of the penalty box. Good. That sounded very demanding then, but we now have more penalty box trouble. 2 of Bridgetown sitting down in front of us. 1 of Denver ground control. Sparrow's out. Freakstar still freaking it up, but massive hit there from number 40. That is Broderick. Let me get the mirror and I can tell you the score.
How about 72-21?
Yeah, remember at the top of the game, the score was ever so tight. Now we're seeing Bridgetown really running away with it. I think we might well see a Bridgetown century before this half is done.
I believe you're right. Stelly's going to wear the star for Denver. That sausage going to be jamming for the Menace.
Both jammers taking a side each, nice and even. But it is, who did we say is jamming there? Let me look at you. Stelly. Not baby Stelly.
I just say Stelly.
Okay, either Stelly is out as your jammer now. One more blocker from Bridgetown to get past, and he does it with style. 4 points for Denver Ground Control. Nothing for sausage. Not a sausage. I wonder how many announcers have used that analogy.
I'm sure that they have all weekend.
Is that something that you say in America?
No, not really.
Okay, so it would have just been me that says
yes.
it then. I love the way you looked at me then like, bless you for getting it wrong.
Bless her heart.
She don't know. Right, 69 up on the jam line. Ton Juan, let's see some more of that amazing jamming again. Stelly, number 72 on the track, but it is number 69, your lead jammer for Bridgetown. I've only got 2 teams and I still can't get a differentiate between the 2 of them. It's not difficult, woman, just read. Stelly being recycled to the back of the pack there from number 12. That is Tommy Gunn. Tommy Gunn, an absolute formidable player for Bridgetown, an absolutely stellar blocker for Team USA in the Men's Roller Derby World Cup that we'd had very recently. Now, all the refs are doing something with their hands. It's an official review time for Denver.
I wonder what they're trying to talk about.
We will soon be able to know because our head ref will grab a microphone and fill us in. But for now, why don't you fill us in with some infomercials?
Well, here you go. Use the hashtag Big O 20,000 Skate Team in all your tournament posts this weekend as the official hashtag of the tournament this year.
It's not the official one, though, is it? Because you said it naughty. Skate Team.
Skate Team.
I love it. Oh, our thingy works now. So, Bridgetown 77, Denver Ground Control 25. 13 minutes left to go in this game, but we're in an official review capacity.
I like seeing those numbers move. That makes me feel a lot better. Also want to talk about Rydell. The Big O is brought to you in part by the acclaimed Rydell Solaris, the performance you demand, the comfort you've been missing.
And let's head over to our head ref as we're going to hear the official review.
Denver is challenging the high back penalty issued on their skater.
So if you didn't quite catch that, Denver is challenging the high block given on their skate. I can't remember exactly who it was. I'm going to say it's probably Riviera as they're sat in the penalty box. It's not that often that you get official reviews called on blockers rather than the jammers, especially with still almost half of the first half to go. But I am not one to question the fantastic tactics that Denver are using. So I'm just going to let this one play out. See how it goes.
And they might just want it in an extra timeout.
Why are you dancing?
Because the music's making me move.
Look, Broderick from Denver's dancing as well. Maybe at the after party you two could show us some moves.
I'll show you some. But we've had a great time all weekend here at the Lane Event Center. Emerald City Roller Girls taking care of us and all our needs.
Yep, and if you've got skate needs, then why not pop onto the internet, check out Rydell, check out Hit This, check out the WFTDA if you need to see a bit more roller derby in your very eyes. We've got some fantastic international WFTDA playoffs going on, tickets going on sale very soon. You can get yourselves to places like New Orleans. You could get yourself to places like Spain. I can't remember the name of the city. I'm very, very sorry.
Kalamazoo, Michigan. Nebraska.
I'm just repeating you.
Someplace in the UK. Is it Birmingham?
It's Birmingham, not Alabama, but Birmingham, West Midlands.
You know you want to go to Birmingham and see roller derby. I'm going to get my passport tomorrow.
Please do. Come to Birmingham. It's absolutely lovely. You can have a chicken bolty pie. You could go to Cadbury's. Lovely.
Ostentatious is going to be wearing the star for the Menace. That's Ferguson going to be jamming for Denver. Scrum start as everybody backs up to the jammer line.
Now, we didn't hear the outcome of that official review, but it looks like the call stands because we still have number 89 Riviera Alchemist Prime sat in the penalty box, and the flashing dot for Denver is come off the scoreboard. So, Ostentatious Ferguson, 77, plays 25.
Ostentatious is getting pointed at. That must mean he's lead.
He's getting pointed at and his name's flashing, so he's either in a lot of trouble or he's the lead jammer. I'm going to go with lead.
I'm going to go with lead, too.
Yay. Awesome. So we have the whole contingency of Bridgetown on the track as Ostentatious does a very ostentatious style lunge there. Straight up the inside, no messing.
That's some fish and chips there.
Oh, people next to us have food. Do not feed the announcers. It will just get us more excited. Keep us on edge.
No way. Freak Style's going to wear the star for the purple, and Sparrow's going to be jamming for white.
Excuse me. Lovely amoeba style action at the back of the pack there. That's what I've learned what a four-ball is now called. Lovely work there from Tommy Gunn, Dylan Botts, and number 56. That is M. Jensen. Lenzo out of the penalty box now, so we almost have a clear box, but it looks like Dylan Botts is coming to join us in the box. That almost rhymed, but what doesn't rhyme is Freakstyle lead jammer, but who cares if it's lead or not? If it rhymes or not, it's got lead, it's in the bag.
He just put 5 in the sky.
Fantastic work there from Bridgetown as we see Sparrow now star in hand. Looks over to his pivot, but the pass has not happened yet because Bridgetown are able to stretch out their pack bigger than the two arms of a jammer and the pivot. Lovely work there from Bridgetown and fantastic footwork from Freakstyle coming round, grabbing more points. This really has been a fantastic jam for Bridgetown, so much so I haven't stopped to breathe.
They're making a bridge. And their name is Bridgetown, and they know how.
Sparrow still having no luck on the jammer breakthrough there. I do believe the star has been passed over to Lenzo. I think that is at the front of the pack. Your active pivot for Denver.
Freakstyle putting 5 more on the board on that pass. 15 joint points so far in this jam.
Tommy Gunn sitting down in the box, so it's one apiece in the box. Lenzo star in hand, but star not on head. Pivot on pivot action there as Dylan Bott showing that size does not matter when you are as skilled and talented as that man in front of you. Also another member of Team USA Roller Derby. To be fair, I think I could read out about 20 names in front of me that made up the international squads at this year's Men's Roller Derby World Cup in beautiful Barcelona.
Go ahead and try.
Dave, Alan, John. Okay, so I know off the top of my head we had people like Sassage, obviously skating for Australia. We had people like Dylan Botts. We had people like Tommy Gunn. We had Topher Griffin. We had people like, oh, just help me out. I don't know everybody.
Still, he's wearing the star for Denver. That's Sausage wearing the star for the Purple Menace.
Much needed lead jammer now for Denver. Raging Cajun Stelly is your lead jammer. It is slightly confusing where some people have skate names and then given names on their jerseys. But so if it sounds like we've gone a bit mental, it's because we're working off 2 different names.
Or because I might be mental. Bridgetown cracks a
there
ton.
There is that as well. Oh, cracks a ton. I like
cracks
it.
a ton.
Cracks a ton. I like slap a century.
There you go.
Crack a ton, slap a century, hit the 100. Whichever 100 metaphor you prefer. Why not tweet us? Tell us about it. Big O 2018 hashtag. Obviously put the hashtag first, otherwise it won't work.
Also, you can talk to us and use the hashtag #TalkToWFTDA.
Oh, massive start there for your jammer for Denver. Stelly, no messing. Straight through, which means Shahuan is playing backup now. Absolutely tearing up the track, but it is Stelly who is in control of this jam and taps it off before having a little kiss and a hug from number 42. That is American Psycho.
Absolutely.
10 hours later, I'll catch up. I'm like a delayed buffer.
That's okay. Sometimes I delay on purpose.
Just like, Oh, well, you're being rude.
Stelly's going to wear the star for Denver.
Mom, he's been rude again.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Sausage wearing the star for the Purple Menace
Oh,
of Bridgetown.
loving it. Little bit of jammer, oh, jammer action. Sausage, it's not really recycling, is it? It's negative cycling.
He's going to back up into another time zone.
Back up that truck. But now both jammers are back to where we started. But Sausage really wasting Stelly's time here. Knocks him out of bounds, but he's back up against now. Stelly's in front. Right, I hope your eyes can keep up with this because my gob really can't, and I don't normally have a trouble with my mouth keeping up with things, but Sausage is giving me a little bit of trouble.
I think they're racing out there and just quit playing roller derby.
Yeah, it's got a little bit, is it NASCAR racing?
Sure.
Where everyone just goes a bit crazy?
Why not?
Oh, Sausage with the big hit once more. This is basically like 2 people doing a dance and then 8 people just doing what you like. Mix it up.
They're racing and wrecking out there.
They are indeed. So Sausage now has blockers to play with, not just the opposing jammer. Sausage desperately trying to call it off, but you can't, mate. You're not lead. You spent all that time dancing. But now you are lead, so you could call it off if you want, or you could just do more playing around with Stelly, because that smile on his face says, I've come here to have a good time because I'm loving the Big O here in Oregon, Eugene, Oregon, USA.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And the beautiful Lane Event Center.
Oh my God, that jam was absolutely killer. Christopher Walken sat next to me eating chips and nodding, going, that jam was so good. I need to eat me some salt. I need to get my calories back up. This is a long game.
Did he offer you any chips?
Did he heck us like?
Those
are fries as well. They're not chips.
Okay.
Come to England. I'll show you proper chips. Ostentatious now up on the jam line. We also see, I think that's Sparrow.
Ferguson.
Sorry, Ferguson, Sparrow. No lead jammer called just yet, but lots of no packs being called as Ostentatious having some trouble at the front. Ostentatious now almost called lead, but it was the whistle for the forearm. So Denver ground control. Ferguson, you have control of this jam. No, you don't. Because as I said, that Ferguson now star in hand, sitting down in the penalty box. Ostentatious, released. Release, my child. Go and do some things before Ferguson catches you up.
But Ferguson only has to do the same amount of time, and he's out of the box and back into the fray.
Talking about the penalty box, we have got number 89, Alchemist Prime, in the danger zone with 5 penalties on the inside whiteboard robot. Big hit there from number 5. That is El Dorado. Absolutely smacking Denver to the ground. I was so in awe of that hit, I couldn't get my words out. So we've now had a star pass to Schneider, who's your active jammer for Denver ground control.
Ostentatious out there puts 5 on the board on that scoring pass.
2 blockers now for Denver sitting in the penalty box. We have number 43. That's Chris with a K, and we have number 40. That's Broderick, really racking up the penalties now for Denver. Having a quick look at the penalty board, we can see Denver definitely many more penalties than Bridgetown. But just to even it out a little bit, Dylan Botts has come for a sit-down too. Doesn't want to leave Denver feeling like it's all them. God bless him.
That's also reflected in the scoreboard.
It certainly is. 115 taking on 31. Bridgetown not only with more points, less penalties. More people on the track generally means more good stuff.
4:20 left in the first half.
I could be a coach, right?
Yes, you could.
Move over, Billy. I think I'll coach CCR for now. Not really, because that'd be awful.
Yeah, because I'd rather have you here than him here.
Have you ever met him? You definitely would want me here. I'm number one and way better looking. Better looking in this dress as well.
He wouldn't have to wear that dress if he was sitting there.
Oh, what? You don't want him to wear anything? That's weird.
Just not that dress.
This has took a very, very strange.
Lenzo's going to be wearing the star for Denver.
Yeah, you're like, look, you know earlier we said if things get strange, just talk over each other.
That's what we're trying to do here.
You've activated code number 1. Save the situation with roller derby.
Who's that Bridgetown Menace jammer?
Let's have a look. I believe that is Freak Style.
See, I didn't want to say that and take your thunder away from that.
Thank you. Freak Style checking in with Dylan Botts in the penalty box. Maybe they've got some secret tactics going on.
Got a secret. I got a secret.
I've got a secret tactic. It's just to sing and hope for the best.
He's got a smile on his face, so you know he has a secret.
Who, Freak Style?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can be called Freak Style and not have a smile on your face because that's a name you've got to live up to.
Absolutely.
Referees having a chat in the middle, so we're still into an official timeout scenario situation. 3 minutes and a bit of change left in this first half as we see Bridgetown 113, Denver ground control 35. I really hope that would segue into the jam starting, but it did not.
That's okay. They're having their little meeting, and they need to have that.
And the little meeting has come away, and it looks... I thought we were going to have a ref on the mic, but it was just a ref hydrating. Don't forget to stay hydrated, kids. If you've been losing salts and sweat and other things during this game, you need to replace them because we've still got a whole half to go.
Yes, we do. Lenzo jumps on the inside, jumps out front, he's your lead jammer. Freak Styles working on the back of that pack.
Oh, Botts is out of the penalty box now. What is it that they've been cooking up together?
I don't know, but whatever it is made him go really, really fast.
I know, Dylan Botts, I can barely keep up with you with my eyes.
He had those toe stops dancing as he went out.
He did, but Freak Style is still your active jammer for Bridgetown. Freaked his way through, and he's now not only the active jammer for Bridgetown, he's the only jammer on the track.
That's a power jam situation.
It really is. Well, of course it is. Dylan Botts absolutely going some against Denver. Now, I don't care about your size or stature, but let's just give credit to Dylan Botts because he is going up against some really mighty tall players like Judgment Day, like Lenzo, and he is still able to do the business. So props to you, mate.
That's why he's on that World Cup team.
It is indeed. Now, Freak Style coming up against some formidable players here for Denver, and he doesn't have his mate Dylan to help him, but he does have some fantastic offense in the shape of defensive destroyer. You now need to be offensive giver. And we have Hamtrak as well at the front of the pack. So apologies, I would have tripped over my words slightly, but I do always want to make sure that we are giving the blockers the credits that they deserve because we know the jammers get their name up on lights in the scoreboard, but it is a team sport, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's got to give a bit.
Right, you are. So I just won't even tell anybody who's jamming from now on.
No,
we'll
we
just
can
talk
steal
about
that.
defensive guys.
No,
Come on, we can do that.
Okay, so there is somebody in the box with the star on their head, you know, the jammers. So Freak Star once more, the only active jammer on track. And of course, as I say that, he now gets the tracker coming into the penalty box, which means Lenzo will be released. Oh,
The
but
jammers knew that we were going to stop talking about him, so they started committing penalties, so we have to talk about him.
Oh.
One of those jammers will be released to start the next jam.
I hope so, because do you remember the days of jammerless jams?
I do remember the days of jammerless jams.
Just 8 people
But I'm not going to talk
chasing.
about my derby age.
I reckon I could out-derby age you, to be fair. Don't be fooled by my youthful skin. Oh. So basically, Johnny Pepper just told me that he wrote Whip It, he's that old.
And that was way before 2000 Skate.
Other roller derby films are not available. It's pretty much just Whip It.
Sure enough.
Why not watch it afterwards? Have a treat. If nothing else, got cracking soundtrack.
I might have been at the Jackalope when the WFTDA was even talked about.
Oh. What were the other names they were going to call it?
I'm not going to be dropping names on air about that.
I'd love to have been there. It's like we could call it something really professional.
Yes,
like
we could.
Women's roller derby federation track thingy. And I bet someone was like, we could call it like Chicks on Skates or something. Right, something's going on in the penalty box. Lenzo is doing a dance. Tracy Akers is doing a dance. Some other people over there for Denver are dancing with towels in their hands. Oh, but now there's some officials have come over and said stop dancing.
And now we got a real timeout. This timeout brought to you by Rydell. Experience world-class edging with the Radar Halo, available in a full range of hardness from 84A all the way up to 103A. There is a Halo for everyone.
Especially if you comes in a range of hardness, because you know what your idea of hardness might not be the same as someone else's. So it's good that you can choose your range of hardness.
You might want to go skate somewhere else.
Why?
That's why you would need a harder wheel.
I'm so naughty.
We've got a power jam. Steely's wearing the star. No, that's
No.
Lenzo.
Remember, we have to talk about the jammers. Lenzo straight out the box, no messing. I think it's because he is Skull Eagle stripes on his face. So he is through Freakstyle, now released from the box. But look at that two-wall of Denver ground control made up of Schneider and Judgment Day. That is not a twosome I want to come up against.
And Broderick.
And Broderick. Can't forget about Brod. I tried to make like a Dre reference, but it just failed because I'm so awkward.
I talked to him earlier, and he said to mention that he was the biggest guy on the team.
Oh, is he?
That's what he told me to say.
Oh.
So I'm putting it out there.
I feel like if you have to tell people that you're the biggest, then you're probably not.
Okay. I'm going to eat another watermelon mint.
You get a watermelon down you, and I will give the folks at home a score update. So we've got Bridgetown 125. We've got Denver ground control 49. We've got a few seconds left of this first half to go.
In what could be the last jam of the first half.
I'm going to say it is. And I'm going to say that Stelly 72, straight up, no messing. Straight through for lead jammer. But number 69, Don Juan, for Bridgetown, high block given there. So he's got to sit down, which means Denver, you've got the power jam situation you've been after. Big hit there from number 3. No, sorry,
Low
number
block.
5. I am incorrect. El Dorado, which means that Sully could just jump back straight on the track and come round for some more points. And he's only got 2 Bridgetown to get past and 4 Denver blockers to help him out. And help him out they do. He's through more points. Everybody's happy.
15 points already on this jam for the Raging Cajun.
But Don Juan is now out of the box and ready to attack that fantastic tripod of Denver ground control. But he is still at the back of the pack, but slips on through to the other side. Is it through the pack? That makes it sound like he's dead or something.
She knew that she just made a Doors reference, and I'd have to sing in my head.
You can sing out loud if you want.
Break on through to the other side.
Nice. So Jim Morrison's here with us. So, Raging Cajun, your Stelly, number 69 points for Denver. Bridgetown, 125 points. No, sorry, Denver, 73. Of course, we couldn't end the half on 69. Intermission time, 9 minutes to have a break. Go and get yourselves a cup of tea, get yourself a drink, send us a picture on Snapchat, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
I'm Johnny Pepper.
And I'm Very Cherry. I might not be back with you because I'll probably get banned from Eugene or something, but I hopefully will be back with you in a few minutes.
I'm not going to let her...
Hang on, team can't fix my microphone properly. It's happening over here. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are nearly back with us here. A couple of minutes to go as we see the concluding part of Bridgetown Roller Derby in purple with Denver ground control in white. The score is not in front of me, so I can't read it to you.
Bridgetown Menace in purple. I am Johnny Pepper.
I'm Very Cherry. We have been allowed back in just for the next half an hour, and then we are being escorted to the airport in a helicopter to probably never come back.
That's okay. I got some stuff to do before we get on that helicopter.
Yes, like more bouts today. We've got Victoria and Montreal. We've got the MVP games this afternoon. I believe there's an MVP game juniors, and then an MVP game big kids, as I now like to call it, i.e. adults. But I mean, they are big kids.
We're
right?
all big kids.
We're all big kids
I'm
here.
a big kid now.
I mean, I think that's why most people are associated with roller derby, because you don't want to grow up.
I did all that pixie dust when I was little.
I think it's safe to say we should stay away from the pixie dust conversation.
Yes, well, you know, and I'll never grow up now.
So scores are now in front of me. We have Bridgetown 125. We have Denver Ground Control 73. Let's not forget, kids, those of you with us for the first half, Bridgetown really stretched out that lead and it was looking a little bit scary, but Denver, a couple of power jams, a couple of clever plays. That scoreline is tightened up now.
It surely has.
However, no, you carry on.
I'm looking at the foul sheet right now. We've got one person in trouble with Denver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 89.
That is Alchemist Prime / the other Stelly.
One person in problems there with 4.
That's,
2 players with 3.
Yeah, loose wheel for Bridgetown with 4, who's actually currently sitting in the penalty box. So Denver Ground Control will be starting this jam in a better position.
In the box. In the box.
So Denver pack advantage. That's the word I was after. Advantage. It's because I never
4-3 pack advantage.
4-3 pack advantage. It's because I've never had any advantages in life. I don't know what they are.
You got one now.
So Sparrow, Sausage, the 2 S's back on track as your jammers once more. Sausage, massive hit to the ground there from Judgment Day as Sparrow tries his luck at the front of the pack. Sausage tries his luck with an apex jump. He's got to go back round again. Sparrow, lovely offense coming in here from, I think that is Broderick. If it's not, I'm giving him the credit to the wrong person, and I am, because it's actually Detmer. Little bit of confusion there. It's M. Jensen coming for a sit down the penalty box, but looking really chuffed about it. Like, did he have a bet on or something? Like, I'll get a penalty in the 29th minute of the second half. Big hit there from onto Sparrow from Miller for Bridgetown Menace. Big hits are plenty. It looks like everybody had their wake-up juice at halftime.
Judgment Day, Cotton, they're all just wrecking shop out there in the middle.
Yeah, Sausage still looking a little bit bemused. Coming to the back of the pack. He is lead jammer, so he could shut this show down if he wanted to. Recycled once more, but again, Sausage, you're in control. Tap them hips if you don't want to go anymore. And he does, but it was more like a bum tap, but it's fine. It's all good.
125 to 73, 28 minutes left in this game.
Sparrow looking a little bit worse for wear at the end of that jam. That really was a hard-hitting, boof, boof, boof kind of jam. But that kind of play is not necessarily sustainable for the next 28 minutes, 28 seconds. But for the first time in a little while, empty penalty box.
Ostentatious is going to don that star for the Menace. That's Steely wearing the star for Denver.
Lovely work there from Bridgetown. Dylan Botts, who I've given so many shout-outs now, I feel like we're Bezos. Giving it a bit to Stelly, and it is Ostentatious, who is your lead jammer for Bridgetown. And number 4, the other Stelly, baby Stelly, coming in for a penalty. He is now getting hot with 6, so he's going to need to clean that up, otherwise no more show for you, mate. The American Psycho now in the box for Bridgetown. 1 apiece in the box, which means no one starts in an advantage. Everybody starts at a disadvantage. But at least that's fair.
A fair disadvantage. 134 to 73, 27 and a half minutes left in this game.
We see 2 very seasoned jammers up on the line now. 101 Freakstyle taking on 36, which is Lenzo. Everyone at the pivot line like it's 2008. Oh no, they've come back. They couldn't do it. Lovely tripod work there for Cotton and the rest of Denver. Cotton hitting out freak style. Now doing some lovely one-on-one blocking. So good is Lenzo's blocking there. It's Cotton's blocking, sorry, that it makes Freakstyle take a knee.
Baby Stelly out of the box and back into the action.
But it is a swap in the box as your pivot for Denver. Judgment Day is now in there. And lead is given finally to Freakstyle after 30 seconds of this second jam, sorry. Oh, numbers and words, Cherry, come on.
Pile up on turn 2.
Cotton back to doing what Cotton does best, and that is 101 blocking on the jammer.
I thought you were a prophet because you were talking about it as it happened.
Well, I have got magical powers. But now with the magical powers, it is Freakstyle, your only active jammer on the track. Lead and only jammer, as I said, has been given to him. Grabs some points and calls it off.
I believe in magic.
Oh, I bet you believe in unicorns, though.
And Yetis.
And Yetis.
Yetis. Abominable snowman.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
That's a
down,
Yeti.
I'm down.
Or Sasquatch. Since we're on the Pacific Northwest.
I like it.
That's because the trees are so big over here.
The trees are so
The
big.
trees are big, so they can hide behind them. Who's on the line there?
That is 69. It is Don Juan the Destroyer. And he's straight through. Absolutely no messing. Lead jammer once more for Bridgetown as they see their lead stretched out 144 to 73. 25 minutes left of this game to go. Plenty more action for you on the track. Plenty more waffles being talked about by you and I. And Don Juan through. Big hit from Broderick, but it was in vain. But Cotton and Lenzo are now at the penalty box. Don Juan, quick look around. But he carries on. This man is an absolute powerhouse of a jammer. No one can stop him. Not even you, number 89 Riviera / Alchemist Prime.
No, Denver had no answer for that. And he comes around, they don't even touch him.
So we see more penalty trouble for Denver after we gave them the credit for getting this score back up again. Number 36, that's Lenzo, now in the hot position. Don Juan taps those hips, calls off the jam, ice in Denver as Bridgetown almost with a 100-point lead, 164 plays 73. 24 minutes to go.
They're talking about RollerCon over there really, really loud.
RollerCon! Have you ever been to RollerCon?
I have been to RollerCon.
What's your favorite thing about it?
It's big.
Everything's big in
It's
Vegas.
in Vegas.
I've been once, and what an experience it was. We had an absolutely fantastic time. We went after the World Cup.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
It definitely should. And one man that was in RollerCon when I was there, absolutely giving it some, was Sassage with his brilliant coaching sessions. But who cares about that right now, because he's given you a brilliant display of how to be a lead jammer for Bridgetown Menace.
He even called it off with style.
Damn, he is stylish.
Vogue.
Are you going to RollerCon this year?
No, I'm not.
Because you're here?
Yes. If we want to go ahead and give that excuse, yes.
Is it because you're banned from Las Vegas?
No.
Good.
They will let me back in.
This won't let you out again. They want me to stay forever.
They want me to come and bring a lot of money.
Don't they just? Ostentatious, your jammer for Bridgetown.
Lenzo wearing the star for Denver.
Except he's not wearing it, is he?
No, he's not. He's got his stash, and he's looking for his pivot like he can't find nothing.
But he doesn't need a pivot because he was straight through thanks to a touch of confusion, I think, there from the Bridgetown blockers. So not saying that that's what Lenzo needs, but Lenzo is through and he's going to try and do it again. But out of nowhere, 99, defensive destroyer denying Lenzo an easy pass. As Ostentatious has been denied an easy pass thanks to number 40, that is Broderick.
Lenzo emerges out of that pack, picking up another 5.
Track cut given to Ostentatious there. I think that track cut happened a few seconds back. So Lenzo, your only active jammer on the track now. But look who's at the front of the pack trying to deny him. It is Dylan Butts. Oh,
Ow.
massive hit there from number 40. That is Broderick onto Dylan. Dylan looking a little, I don't know why I keep calling him Dylan like he's in trouble. D-Bot, sorry. Dylan, your tea's ready.
She held her breath until he moved, I'm telling you.
I was worried about him. He's fine.
I share your concern.
He's
And
made of tough
he's
stuff.
sprung right up.
They're all made of tough stuff in this game.
He must have some really, really good pads.
Some really good what?
Pads.
Pads?
Pads.
Pads. He's got some really good skills as well.
Absolutely.
Ostentatious out of the box now, coming around turn 3, but Cotton has got a few things he wants to say about that, but he has been shut down as Ostentatious is lead jammer and could call it off, but looks like he wants to come back round and grab some points. Some points.
Defensive Destroyer's got his arms up in the air asking the officials about what's going on.
Big hit there from Cotton against Ostentatious. But the jam comes to a natural conclusion. 2 points there for Bridgetown and nothing for Denver. 171 plays 88. Bridgetown still not able to get that 100-point lead, but still 20 minutes to go. I think we are in for some more points. And we're going to go into a quick official time. I always say quick. It's going to be the same amount of time. Official timeout. Do some reading.
It might even be some longer time. I want to talk about Rydell. Experience world-class edging with the Radar Halo. Available in a full range of hardness. From 84A all the way to 103A. There is a Halo for everyone.
I think my halo slipped down a bit.
If you want more information, go to rydell.com.
I shall. So tonight we have an after party here at the Big O Eugene, Oregon, which you guys can't come to unless you are listening in a hotel or up the road, which is weird.
Yeah, you can come.
So why not recreate your own after party at home? Send us your pictures of a said home after party.
Tonight we're going to party like it's 1999.
Do you remember 1999?
I do, barely.
Tell us a fact.
It was 1999. Everybody was scared the computers were going to crash.
Y2K, Y2K,
Yes.
Y2K. And it didn't, like, literally nothing happened.
Nothing happened. The clock went 12, and everybody partied some more.
Everyone just woke up on, like, January the 7th and was like, oh, yeah.
There might have been some tequila involved that night.
Oh, if only there was some tequila right now.
Where?
Right, 20 minutes left of this amazing game between Bridgetown in the purple and Denver in the white. Bridgetown 171, Denver ground control 88. The in-house announcers are laughing at something. I don't think you're allowed to laugh, mate. You've got to do the serious announcing. We get to do the made-up silly stuff.
Stelly, we're in the Star for Denver, and that is...
Freakstyle! Do you think Freakstyle's going to get freaky at the after party?
I think so.
I
He's
hope
getting
so.
freaky right now. Did you see that hop?
I did indeed.
That was a leprechaun hop.
You like your made-up creatures, don't you?
I do. They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Freakstyle through, no messing at all. Through for more points, loving it. Stelly, number 72, your jammer for Bridgetown, still at the back of the pack, but Judgment Day coming in for some massive offense.
Judgment Day throwing those shoulders around.
Throwing those shoulders around is Tommy Gun at the front of the tripod there. For Bridgetown, I made a really sharp intake of breath as I was like, Stelly, please get up.
Loose Wheel and Dylan in there trying to help out.
Stelly track. No, so my mistake, misreading the ref signal. Not lead jammer, but active and safe on the track. But Freakstyle, tap of those freaky hips, calls it off. 1 point. Oh, it seemed like a lot of effort for 1 point, but it's 1 point well deserved, 1 point well loved.
And it's one more point than 0. And 0 is the loneliest number.
Oh.
182 to 88, 19 and a half minutes left in this game.
We see Sparrow, we see Don Juan, jam line. We see everybody else having a party at the pivot line. But they bring it back. Oh, bless the outside pat refs that are like, oh, we've got to go to the pivot line, but I know you're just going to drag it back again, so I'm going to have to do like a T-stop or something.
Don Juan, the Devastator, up against that wall of white in the back of the pack. He gets knocked to the outside, forced to recycle. Does some spin move and tries to get out front, but gets knocked down by Broderick. Meanwhile, Sparrow trying to get around on the outside. That's 56 and 99, keeping him at bay.
Yeah, M. Jensen there. Big hit on the Sparrow. I like all the bird-based names we have here today. Although yesterday we had more fruit-based names, and I obviously much preferred that.
I like fruit.
What's your favorite fruit?
Apples.
Because
They're apples.
I like apples because you can make them into cider.
That too.
I realize I come across like some really good
You can do a lot of cool things with apples that I can't talk about on TV.
Bobbin.
Yep.
Make toffee apples.
Mm-hmm.
Make apple. You can hit people with them if you wanted.
You can drill holes in them.
You can Get on with the jam.
Absolutely. Back to the action on the track. We got Steely wearing the star for Denver.
But it is sausage. Sausage and apples really lovely together. So I'm always thinking about food or alcohol or both. Sausage bean dipping, another food reference, round the outside there. Lovely work from him. Beautiful, springy, long, actiony legs. Actiony. Let's go with that.
Stelly's gonna make sausage rolls go all the way back.
He's not. Sausage isn't having any of it. Look, he's looking at the clock.
He says, I can wait you out, bruh.
He's like, I've got more time than you. Yeah, but this is boring. Now he's talking to the Denver bench coach. Oh, sausage using those lovely springy long legs. Straight back onto the track. No messing. Big hit there from Stelly, but it is in vain because the sausage is now on the floor, but he's back up again. Big hit there from Stelly, but he goes into the back of Tommy Gunn, number 12. So he's got to recycle back around, which means Sausage, after his little spa break that he had here, is back on the track, ready to score.
He did an apex jump over there and landed it beautifully. He's looking at the bench and say, what do you want me to do, coach?
Now he's looking at the jam rep. Now he's chatting to his team. And now he finally calls it off. If I tried to do that amount of, like, not paying attention, I would probably fall over.
I fall over sometimes just standing around.
Right, so quick score update with 16 minutes left to go in this game. Denver ground control 88, Bridgetown 195. Official timeout. I think we're going to have a quick check on the time and the scores. I don't know. That's something that in-house people need to worry about. No one comes to talk to us.
I want to talk about Radar Halo.
Go on then.
They're the best wheels in the business, and you can get them in any hardness you want, from 95 to 101.
To 101.
101.
Damn.
That is super hard, I guess.
Whoa.
Is that like with a durometer that they make those readings?
Or a barometer?
A barometer of the hardness?
Is there a hardness thermometer?
There is. It's called a durometer.
Oh.
I only know this because I'm a bowler.
You're what?
I'm a bowler.
Bowler.
I bowl.
Like 10 pin.
Yeah, 10 pins.
Pin.
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 I knock down 10 pins at a time.
Yeah, you do, boy.
And we measure our bowling balls with a durometer.
So, to measure hardness, you use what you measure your balls with.
No. But the durometer tells us how hard the ball is. And it has to be in a certain parameter.
Oh, Mr. Streamman's telling me off. Sorry, Adam.
Oh, he gets to hear us too. Oh my gosh.
He's actually blushing a bit now
Yes, he is.
because we're talking about hard balls. Right, he's just giving me the look.
Back
It's
to
like,
the
back
action
to
on
the
the track.
action.
We got Snyder wearing the star for Denver.
We've got number 5. That is El Dorado. First time out on the jamming rotation for him. For Bridgetown Menace, let's see what he's going to do, because I'm always excited when we get an extra crazy jammer come out. He's
And-
at the front of the pack, coming up against a formidable tripod of Denver, but he's only got one more person to get past. Unfortunately, that one person to get past is Cotton, but get past he does. He's lead jammer. Wonderful work there for El Dorado. Will he be the person who brings Bridgetown to the 200 mark? I don't know.
I think so.
I hope so.
If we could have a 200 to 100 thing,
That would be nice.
I know how you like everything to be even. I heard you on a call last night.
I do like everything to be even, like a 69, you see, balanced, even. That's the way I roll.
Absolutely.
Oh, thanks for listening to my call as well. That makes, thanks to you and my mom. That'll do.
That jam gets called off.
3 points to Bridgetown there. Jam ref wiggling his thumb. Always nice to see. And nothing for Denver ground control.
I want to talk about Hit This Derby Gear Company.
Go for it.
It is Derby owned and operated, and it's the best dang skate shop in Salem, Oregon.
Dang.
And they've got everything you need.
Like what?
Everything. Protective padding, skates, wheels, trucks, bearings,
Nice.
stuff,
I like it. Good.
T-shirts, toe stops.
Oh. What more could you need?
Sparrow with the star for Denver and Freak Style.
Can you get them from Hit That Skates? 'Cause
No,
I
but they might be there and you could visit.
Oh, Oh, hey, yeah, that would be nice. So, Freakstyle freaking his way around the track once more. I just love saying his name all the time. Sparrow flying around the track. Let's just use the really obvious puns that their names have given us. It makes me laugh when skaters are like, oh, why do you always say that thing about my name? It's like, you picked your name, mate. You picked it. You got to live with it. Unless it was like a bet or something, and then even then it's your own fault.
I think Freakstyle likes his name.
He bloody does. I like this massive scrum that we've got going on there. It might not be pretty, but it is hard hitting, and that's what I like to see. Sparrow through the scrum, breaking on through. He doesn't want any more to do with that. But number 101, stuck a little bit at the front, so he calls it off, but he has bagged himself the full 5 in the sky, in the pie. It's his.
Hi. Oh, look who's on the line for the Menace.
Don Juan.
The diva skater.
The what?
Devastator.
I thought you called him a diva. I was like,
Diva skater. See on the back of his shirt?
Devastator. Diva means like he's been like sass or something.
Yeah.
And then Steady, number 72, absolute stalwart of the jamming rotation for Denver. John Juan been rotated round, just a little sausage style bean dip. Yes, mate. Big hit there from M. Jensen onto Steady, but it is Don Juan who is lead. Loving it.
Both.
Yes, race each other. I just get excited when jammers race each other, and then I'm just like, yeah, go, go, go.
Go.
Forget the tactics, just leg it. Don Juan doing a 946-degree turn into the crowd. All for 1 point apiece. But you know what? It was entertaining as hell.
Yes, it was. And Bridgetown went over the 200 mark.
Yes, Denver still very close to that 100th century. What do you call it? Tipping a ton?
Cracking a ton.
Cracking a ton.
Cracking a ton.
Slapping the century.
I'll have to use that when I get back home.
Please do.
I will.
Some announcers, like James Brown, doesn't like it.
That's okay.
He's not here, though.
You don't have to.
He
Wow, that was quick.
I know, right? We were still waffling as Sassage rolls his through as lead jammer. We also have Ferguson back in the jamming rotation for Denver, hot on his heels. Big apex jump, smacks into a few people, taps the hips off. That is Sassage 101.
That was awesome.
I liked it lots.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
You're so Texas.
I like to be that. Referees are getting together in the middle to discuss something else.
Yeah, we've got a really fantastic referee crew with us today. In fact, we've had a fantastic referee crew with us all weekend. And as we said earlier, lovely to see so many officials from all around the globe here coming and cutting their teeth at the Big O Oregon.
We love all of our skating and non-skating officials.
I love some more than others, though.
True that.
It's just the way it is. If you would like to know which ones they are, I will do you a list on Instagram. Right, jamming now. Eldorado back for Bridgetown. Loved it the first time, back for a little bit more.
Raging Cage in the Jammer, record for Denver.
Bit of penalty trouble now. Tommy Gunn's coming for a sit down. Who's that? Oh, it looks like Broderick. Broderick sitting down in the penalty box. Now, it's a good job this bench is quite steady because they all came in a bit of force there. Lovely work there from, excuse me, M. Jensen at the front of the pack.
If it was a seesaw, that guy would have left.
Yeah, I would quite like to see that now. Dylan Botts at the front of the pack, giving it the business. And we see Raging Cajun having a little bit of a spill at the side of the track. OPR checking that he's okay. He is up. Not quite back on the track. Thank you. There he is. But El Dorado in charge of this jam. 219 points. It's going to change. Of course, I've just said it. Calls off that jam. One blocker in the box for Denver. But what's happening? What do you want to say? Use your words.
I was counting.
Go on then.
We got 2 Denver skaters with 6 penalties.
Yeah. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've got 1 at Bridgetown on 5. We are getting to that point of the game now where we do often start to see 1 or 2 people going for an early bath.
Or a beer.
Yeah, I mean, but that makes it sound like it's nice. I mean, not that I don't like going for a bath. You know, I'm hygienic, just like the rest of us. But yeah, it is normally at this point of the game where a few people might start to go and sit down. You know who you are at home, people who also play roller derby. If you're that 10 minutes before the end of the game, sitter outer, give yourself a hang your head, but also know that you did good, really. You know who I'm talking to.
I think there's a lot of people home on the edge of their seats.
Knowing that they're the naughty ones. But it's all right, as everyone says, it just meant you did lots. It's what they tell themselves.
Absolutely. Who's on the line in purple?
We have got 101 Freakstyle.
Up against Sparrow.
Have you ever seen a freaky sparrow?
Have
Have you ever seen an unfreaky sparrow? Sparrows could just be naturally freaky.
I think all sparrows are freaky. I can't recall ever seeing a freaky sparrow.
I don't think I've ever seen an unfreaky one, though.
Okay.
Maybe sparrows are different in England. I'll send you a video. And the jam is underway. Sparrow versus Freakstar, but only one person can be lead jammer. We all know this. We know the rules of roller derby. But we know that both of these teams have got formidable blockers at the front and backs of the pack. Number 36, that is Lenzo, absolutely digging it in. But Freakstyle lead jammer once more as we go into the final 10 minutes of this game.
Broderick came out of the bench and jumped into the fray as quick as he could and just start hitting people.
But it is Freakstyle who is leading the charge of this jam. Calls it off because he can.
He gave his coach high five as he spun around going to the bench.
Very stylish bench coach over there. Loving the purple shirt and waistcoat combination. Over on Denver, we've got business blazers. I like it. People have dressed for the occasion.
I wore my best Texas shirt.
I see.
I even got pearls on my buttons.
Oh.
Who's on the line in purple?
Oh, Don Juan, number 69. Almost didn't see him then because Stelly was in the way, but it is the Don Juan. Oh, I'm loving watching him. He is your lead jammer. Oh, but a massive hit there from number 89, Alchemist Prime, but it is in vain because Don Juan is the only active jammer on the track because the track cut has brought Stelly to the penalty box.
Stelly's going to sit there and think about being a bad boy for just a minute. Meanwhile, Don Juan the Devastator puts 5 in the sky.
I am loving watching me some Don Juan this afternoon.
I think he does a push-up or 2 every day.
Just 2. That's all you need. 2 push-ups a day.
100.
102.
Or 200.
Oh, Batbot being called there on to number 43. That is Chris with a K in the dying seconds of the jam. So, Bridgetown with 232 points will be starting this jam with the jammer and pack advantage. Everybody congregate on the pivot line. It's where it's at.
7.5 minutes left in this game. Denver with 3 in foul trouble.
Oh, I like it. Well, I don't like that. I like the way you said it, that's all. So we have Ostentatious, number 7, the only jammer on the track, but now joined by Stelly. Ostentatious coming up against some trouble from number 77. That is Jedi Knight at the front of the pack. No jammer awarded lead jammer just yet, so everyone's going to have to fight for it. Stelly at the back of the pack, Ostentatious at the front of the pack, but still no lead. I'm yet to see a leadless jam today. Almost got one yesterday, but 3 seconds Angel City got the lead.
I saw a 45-point jam yesterday.
What?
I did. And you don't see those very often.
You do not. 40-point jams you see occasionally. Stelly being knocked off there. Thanks, I couldn't even get my words out then. Thanks to a lovely wall there made up by Miller, your pivot for Bridgetown. Still no lead jammer called with a minute to go. Maybe we will see the leadless jam. Like seedless jam. Like Jaffa cakes. Nice jump there from Stelly, showing that this jam needs to have a lead and he is the man for the job. But smacks them hips and goes back around. 0-0 for everybody, but sheesh, what a jam.
Everybody take a drink if you're playing the drinking game at home.
Which drinking game's that?
Staying hydrated.
Oh, I love it. Safety first, kids.
Safety first.
Safety is sexy. And if you need some safety gear, why not head over to the likes of Hit This, the likes of Rydell, the likes of your favorite roller derby skate vendor here at the Big O in Oregon.
Ferguson, jammer record for Denver.
Sassage rolls straight through, no messing, no freaking, because he's not freak style, he's Sassage rolls. He's your lead jammer once more for the boys in purple.
I see what you did with that. He rolled right through there.
Nice. Massive hit there from Dylan Bott, sending Ferguson into what looked like the next room. Again, that makes it sound like he's dead. I mean,
right through the door.
Literally through the doors. Sassage rolls, you're only an active jammer on the track right now. But he's coming up against Cotton, Schneider, and Lenzo at the front of the pack.
And Cotton has been wrecking shop all day for Denver.
He really has, but Sassage's lead, he's through now. Bit of penalty trouble now as we see Ferguson stood up, but number 89, Riviera Alchemist Prime even, having a sit down. Think we're going to start seeing a few foul outs.
Fun fact about Cotton, he was the coach of the Denver game just now. That happened right before this one.
So him and Tracy Akers literally swapping blazers for
Absolutely.
boots. Yeah, it didn't really work. Hang on. Jackets for skates? Jackets for jammers?
Uh-huh.
Oh, do.
Yeah.
Bit of Motley Crue going on.
I like some Motley Crue now.
Me too. That's going on in the our in-house DJ has been amazing.
Have you ever seen Motley Crue?
Yes.
Cool.
3 times.
I've seen them in Europe.
I have only seen them in Europe. I don't think you'll ever see them again, though. But what we will...
You'll see them, but not playing.
Yeah. I mean,
What's going on the floor?
I've seen Nikki Six's side product loads of times. Anyway, 101 Freakstyle is your lead jammer, kick-starting my heart in this last couple of jams of the game. Nice.
My monkey is blushing.
Let's leave that one there, and let's have a look at Sparrow at the back of the pack, being held up by Hamtrak.
He's not flying right now.
He is not, because Hamtrak has clipped his wings. But he will fly again. But Freakstar will get freaky once more at the back of the pack.
Hamtrak got him sidetracked.
Oh, smooth. I just want to do more puns.
That was a segue for sure.
It was sexy. Right, but Freakstyle has used those freaky hips and got past all of Denver. So he is cracking it out now. 257 playing 89. 3 minutes left to go of this jam. More Motley Crue playing in the background. So if you're at home wanting to relive the Big O experience, stick you some Crew on. It's now the pivots all in the penalty box. Miller taking a sit down. We've now got Judgment Day sitting down, not looking very happy about that. But let's not forget we do have some people who are hot, as it is called.
Oh, my God. That hit at number 12.
Yeah, that
Tommy
was a
gun.
big hit. Tommy gun there on the jam. And the jam is now going to be called dead. I think we're going to have to call the EMTs over. Yes, we are, to have a quick look at our jammer there for Denver. So this is obviously now an official timeout.
This timeout brought to you by the WFTDA. Tickets for the 2018 International WFTDA playoffs go on sale in June of 2018. Get all ticket information at WFTDA.com/tickets.
And you can see so many amazing teams at these WFTDA championships. All of your roller derby dreams and goals will be coming true in front of your eyes. Teams that you love, that you know really well, and probably opportunity to find out some new teams for you to love as well. We've seen now Sparrow getting up onto his feet, thanks to the lovely help from the EMTs. Big round of applause from everybody in the house. Big round of applause from everybody at home as well, making sure that our skaters are being looked after, and he's heading back to the bench, which is fantastic, which means we can start this game again. Oh, and again, my favorite thing ever, Sparrow coming over and giving Tommy Gunn a big clap and a big, thank you, a big, what's the word I'm after?
Awesome.
Handshake. Big handshake there to say no hard feelings there. Sorry, I was being distracted by a producer question. I really can't multitask.
All Derby players love everybody until the whistle blows.
I know, but it's especially nice to see when someone's given, especially a hit that makes the jam call dead. Especially lovely to see them coming over, high five, no hard feelings. Just dance it out at the after party.
He'll definitely get a beer bought for him for that hit.
Yeah, definitely. Still in official timeout situation, so it looks like there's obviously a little bit more to talk about than just sorting out the injury, which we're glad to say has been sorted out, and Sparrow is back with his teammates. A couple of minutes left in this game. We see Denver with 89, we see Bridgetown 267, and we see...
Can we make it to 300 and 100?
I think we can. I think we can.
I hope we do.
So once more, let me give a shout out for Bridgetown Menace. They wanted to give a shout out to Punch Rocker and Chris Austin and anyone else from their league who couldn't make it out here because, as we said before, it takes more than just the 12, 13, 14 skaters, 15 even, rules update, 15 skaters on track and a couple of bench coaches to make this magic happen. It is a league of people.
I want to say hi to everybody that's out there tuned into WFTDA.tv. I'm Johnny Pepper, and I'm so glad you're watching.
Yeah, hi, I'm Very Cherry, and I'm really glad that you're still with us. So I was just having a look at what was going on there. So head ref Alan your grill. I can't get it right. All up in your grill.
All up in your grill.
I just call him Alan doing some barbecuing. He came over to speak to number 12. That is Tommy Gunn in the penalty box. Nothing else seems to have happened, so no expulsion or anything like that. Don't know if he's been given a second penalty.
Akers is going to walk out there and find out what's going on.
Yeah, she means business. Look at that power
does.
suit.
She does.
So we are now into a timeout situation, official review situation, sorry. Official review actually being called by Bridgetown. So whether they want to get the penalty on Tommy Gunn overturned, not sure. We will find out shortly because the head ref will grab the mic, give us a song and an anecdote. And that anecdote will be what the frick is going on.
And then we'll know.
And then we'll all be educated together.
I believe roller derby can change the world.
Me too. That's the end of that then, isn't it? We all agree. And that's how it can change the world. People agree with each other.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, roller derby's amazing. But you know that because you're listening. If you didn't think it was amazing, you probably wouldn't be listening. Thought we were having a little bit of breakdancing on the track there from M. Jensen, but I think he just fell over. But he looked like he was doing it with style. I was like, yes, we haven't seen that like halftime show. There's always someone who can pirouette or do a dance or something.
Backflips.
Yeah, but we haven't really seen any of that. We did see Lenzo doing a little bit of a shimmy earlier in the penalty box, but not...
Shimmy, Cocoa Puff.
I mean, I don't know what on earth Stelly's doing right now. Is that a dance? No.
Bridgetown challenged the foreign penalty issued on purple 1-2. The contact was driven with the forearm that put the jammer down. Purple 1-2 was given a warning for that hit. Bridgetown loses their official.
Okay, so as I thought, Bridgetown asking for the forearm penalty on Tommy Gunn to be revoked. But the officials have said, sorry, not happening. That forearm did cause the jammer to go down. Penalty stands, but as I said before, no upgrade or anything like that to the penalty, just your standard 30 seconds, sit down.
I'm glad you caught that because I thought he was talking in tongues.
I mean, he did use his tongue to talk, otherwise it would just be like, ah. And Bridgetown unable to secure another lead jammer. It is Raging Cajun Stelly, number 72, your active lead jammer for Denver Ground Control.
And who's that purple jammer?
Oh, Don Juan. Don Juan. Doing some fantastic work there for Bridgetown as we go into the dying minutes of this game. But it is Raging Cajun who is through. I do think we are going to see Denver hitting the century, tapping the 100, hitting the mark, whatever metaphor you want to use for this to happen. It is happening right now in front of your very eyes. Go on, scoreboard, update yourself. Yes, 103 for
That-
Denver ground control. 267 per Bridgetown. 1 minute and 29 left in this game. Let's have another jam. Maybe let's have two.
2 jams. And what could be the last jam of this game? Snyder's going to wear the star for Denver.
Sausage is going to wear the star for Bridgetown. Denver look like they're ready for the last jam because they're all stood at the side of the track now, showing solidarity to their men doing the business. Sausage at the front of the pack. One last hit there from 257, sorry, Schneider, but it's in vain because Sausage is lead and out and having a lovely time.
Cotton's going to go to the bench.
Bean dipping around the outside as he does best. Sausage showing why you should probably go and check out his coaching clinics because he can do moves like that. Lovely work there for Sausage, trying to trick Denver that he was going to take the inside when he took the outside. Sneaky, sneaky. Typical man doing the opposite. I'm only joking. 2 points apiece in that jam, and it looks like the Derby gods are shining down on us because I think we're going to get another jam.
Unless somebody calls a timeout.
So, Ferguson, freak style. FVF, freak v Ferguson.
We are going to get one more jam. Nope, there goes the timeout. We are going to get one more jam.
Yes, Derby gods shine down on us. We want to see the battle of the fuzz as freak style Ferguson. That's how the noise I make if I'm going to say an F word that I shouldn't do.
Sweet.
It's me sucking it back in.
Sounded like an angel singing.
Aw, you're too kind.
I am 2 kinds. I was born in May. I'm a Gemini.
Aw. I was born in October, which makes me a Libra, which is perfectly balanced, as we all know. Just agree.
I like Thin Lizzy, too.
Yes. Have you ever seen Thin Lizzy live?
I have seen Thin Lizzy live.
I have
And
not.
I've also seen the Black Star Riders, which is Thin Lizzy now.
Oh.
That's
nice.
how much I know about Thin Lizzy.
Damn.
God bless Phil.
Have you ever met a Thin Lizzy?
I've met Damon Johnson, who is the guitar player for Black Star Riders.
Nice.
He used to be in a band called Brother Kane out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Alabama.
Uh-huh. That's how we know about Birmingham.
Do you know who's out of Birmingham, though, really?
Yes.
Ozzy Osbourne.
I know.
Everyone always mentions it. You cannot go to a rock and roll gig in England and not have someone go, we were in the home of metal. Anyway, who cares? Ferguson, freakstyle, yes, thumbs up. It wasn't for me, but I joined in anyway.
5
see
seconds
what's going
called
on.
on the floor. Back to the Battle of the Fs.
Yes, we've got Ferguson at the front. We've got Freakstyle at the back. We've got Dylan Botts doing press-ups at the side of the track for some reason.
We
But
got
it is-
Defensive Destroyer just wrecking shop all over the place.
Yes, this is a wonderful jam to look at, but it is Ferguson. No, it's the other guy, you idiot. Freakstyle, idiot, I was talking to myself, of course. Freakstyle lead jammer for Bridgetown. But it is the Freakstyle is now your only jammer as we see Ferguson sitting down in the penalty box now. Freakstyle can just get freaky for 30 seconds.
You know what else? Nobody got kicked out.
Oh, God bless you all. Although we've
Yet.
still got
Yet.
we've still got a minute to go, mate. We've still got plenty of time for Freakstyle to maybe get that Bridgetown score up to 300. Please, Derby gods, I want to see it.
That's also a perfect game in bowling.
In what?
In bowling.
Ah,
10 pin.
yeah, I remember now. Right, so Freakstyle, 284 now, 57 seconds left of this jam game.
This jam game.
This jam game. Right, so more penalty trouble now for Denver.
That's 36, Alenzo.
Yeah, do you know what you just said a minute ago about nobody leaving? Spoke too soon. That is his 7th penalty, but the game is done. So we'll just say that he had some penalties. And your unofficial final score, 105 for Denver ground control, 288 for Bridgetown Menace. Fantastic display of men's roller derby in front of us today. It has been my absolute pleasure to bring this game to you. I have been Very Terry, all the way from Birmingham, England.
I'm Johnny Pepper, all the way from Houston, Texas.
And we will shortly be passing over to one of our fellow announcers who will be doing an interview with, I believe it's going to be, I think maybe Psycho for Bridgetown. In fact, it looks like all of Bridgetown are coming over. We only need a couple of you. So we are going to just enjoy the hand slaps of Bridgetown and enjoy Denver doing some hand slaps. Again, if you're at home and want to feel the party experience with us today, give yourself a slap, high five the cat, high five Ginny the goldfish, take a photo, send it to us, hashtag BigO2018. Let's not forget the score, ladies and gentlemen. Bridgetown so close to that 300 with 288. Denver ground control did manage to smack tap or do what they like to that century, 105 points. More games to follow, boys and girls. This is not the end of the Big O experience, as we have got Victoria and Montreal, and we've got your 2 MVP games this afternoon. We've got junior roller derby MVPs. We've got grown-up kids roller derby MVPs. Fun games to finish off the Big O this afternoon.
We've got awesome after party.
And I think we are almost ready to hand over to Loose Wheel and Psycho from Bridgetown, along with my fellow announcer, Puns and Roses. Everyone's looking saying, no, we're not ready, are we? We are ready. You can have them.
All right, trying this again. I am Puns and Roses. I am here with your American Psycho and Loose Wheel of the Bridgetown Menace. So, Loose Wheel, how you feeling after all these bouts this weekend?
I'm definitely really sore. I was super sore going into that game, so.
And you played really hard. It ended up with, what, 5 penalties, but managed to keep it clean for the back half?
Trying to keep it clean, yeah, for the most part.
Good work with that.
Thank you.
And so, Jamaican Psycho, how are you feeling about Bridgetown's chances this season?
I feel great. I mean, we practice really hard. There's fundamentals and strategies that we've been working on up to this Big O. And, yeah, we're going to just take away from here as learning and growing and a learning experience and, you know.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of things that we can work on. We brought in some brand new strategies, and we think that we had really great success with it. Definitely like to do it a lot more, and we're gonna, see how it works out at the end of the season for us. So.
All right, sounds good. So you all got a couple new skaters in. How are they fitting in so far?
The new skaters fitting great. They're super dynamic. They work well with pretty much everyone. So they work super well with Tommy Gunn because he's an amazing skater. Yeah, no, we've got a couple of new guys. They're solid.
That's awesome. Well, thank you all very much for your time. Have a
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Nice.
Skaters, lost your mouth guard? Time for an upgrade? Hit this. New to Derby and not sure where to start? Hit this. We are Derby owned and operated and can hook you up with skates, gear, and honest advice based on your skating style and individual needs. Visit our store in Salem, Oregon, or online at hitthisderbygear.com. Whether you're a new or veteran skater,
before you hit the track, hit this.
Sometimes your feet slide around in your skates. They can be packed out from years of love, or maybe they just never fit right from the beginning. Either way, it can adversely affect your agility, edgework, and toe-stop skills. Don't let foot slippage mess with your game. Check out Bruce skate straps. They wrap around your boot and plate to keep your feet snug so you can be better. They are lightweight, easy to strap on, and they look pretty good too. Skate straps are available in tons of colors and patterns. Check them out on Etsy or bruisedsn.com.
This is the totally redesigned Lifer Visor helmet from S1. Featuring our patented Fusion foam, this helmet has the impact protection you've come to expect from an S1 helmet and is both multiple impact and high impact certified. Our new custom visor is made with a high impact polycarbonate lens, which is optically